see which team can dictate through defense early. Is it going to be UCLA that protects Iowa from scoring in the paint, or on the other side, can the Hawkeyes limit Lauren Betts early?
Bruins win the tip. Your officials, Gina Cross, Brenda Patoya, and Lisa Jones. Betts the jumper off the heel. Rebound into the hands of Ava Hayden. Hayden down low. Reached and poked at by Ledger Walker. And that is off Iowa UCLA ball.
A really nice dig by Ledger Walker. Super timely.
UCLA comes in with a very efficient offense, averaging the second most assists per game in the nation. Ledger Walker cross court. Kneepkens for three, in and out, but she loves that spot.
It's a good look, and you already see early the ball movement, how UCLA generates great looks. Not good looks, great looks.
Stremlow nets a three from up top.
Stremlow is a sniper from the outside. If you're not there on the catch, you are late.
The sophomore's really stepped into her own this season, averaging just over 8 points per game, but a lethal threat from outside. Hawkeyes, the drive. Rice. 10 to shoot, will reset the offense. Rice off the handoff. Long two, rolls it in.
Kiki Rice is excellent in the mid-range.
In Iowa, they'll look to push the pace, but also very comfortable in the half court. They want to try and get that high-low, hide-in block down low by Betts.
And Betts at 6'7" with arms outstretched. Doesn't have to do much against the 6'4" Hayden in terms of going to block it up top. But you see Stremlow here, a late closeout, and a little bit of daylight is all Taylor needs.
Stremlow almost lost it. Here's the high-low. Hayden will try the jumper. It's short, chasing after her own miss. Betts goes down. Betts is still on the floor, slow to get up. And they will stop play as Lauren Betts, she gives the I'm okay signal, but obviously if Betts is not 100%, that's a huge hit for UCLA, despite how well the supporting cast has been playing this year. Betts on the baseline, hands it back off to Kneepkens. Kneepkens trying to turn the corner, fade away. Great box outs by the Hawkeyes.
Really important for a Jan Jensen squad to win the battle on the boards. Good hustle, though, by Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes chasing it down. UCLA back the other way. Rice stepping on the gas, the lay-in for two.
Kiki Rice operating early. We've seen the mid-range game that time in the lane.
Feuerbach, the steadying senior force for this Iowa team, trying to get it inside the Stolke kickball. Feuerbach looking to use the ball screen. Another deflection by the Bruins. Rice on the floor, right on the floor as well too, and the Bruins scoop it out.
And those are those hustle plays that Corey Close says her team charts. They are important and critical to their success.
Ledger Walker for three, near miss. Feuerbach the board. Stremlow wants another one off target. Stolke crashes over the UCLA cheerleaders, hustling back on defense. Bruins pushing the pace. Ledger Walker tied up, nearly lost it. Hawkeyes gliding to the cup with the left hand off the window.
And Gabs Hawkeyes, a player that can make something happen out of nothing. I think she is the glue to the Bruins.
Hayden up top. Nice dump pass to Wright. Gets tangled up. UCLA with the early 6-3 advantage. Iowa already with 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of action. Angela Dugalich in the lineup. They go to Betts down low. She can't find the angle.
Now that was more of a jump shot from the block rather than a layup getting into the heart of Hayes and creating contact.
Right off the ball screen. Can't stick the jumper. They want to see Wright shooting the ball a little bit more, but do you like that early in the shot clock?
I don't mind the mid-range early in the shot clock for Wright because she can knock that down at a high clip.
Rice has the ball on a string and knocks down the tray.
Kiki Rice already with 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field.
It's a 9-0 UCLA run. Iowa just trying to find something on offense. Stremlow down low, picks up the dribble. Stolke right there, can't put it in.
A timely cut from Stolke, but you can see the length of UCLA. It deters shots in the paint.
Dugalich inside, Betts can't handle it, turnover Bruins.
It is really hard to make a post-entry pass from the top of the key. That ball may have had a better angle of getting inside coming from the wing.
Stolke, you see, bodied by Dugalich. Crowd wants a whistle. Officials let him play. Wright, the floater, too strong. Batted loose. Ball's all on the floor. Wright will chase it down. Feuerbach open for 3, can't connect. Iowa, 1 of 8 to start this game. Betts running the floor, the catch and the finish.
And I know head coach Jan Jensen not happy about that. She does not like to give up rim runs. And in fact, Coach Jensen calls a timeout.
And then Iowa, very impressive 26-5 record on the season. They're the 2 seed. They were picked outside the top 5 in the Big Ten preseason poll.
And I felt like they took that a little personally, AJ.
Right at the top, trying to get it to Stolke. And Stolke fouled as she goes to the cup. There's 5 turnovers for Iowa already with just 1 assist. That last foul on Kneepkens for UCLA as Rice will check out. Rice with a game-high 7 points already. Feuerbach over to Wright. Hayden trying to fight for positioning. Dugalich pushing her off the block. Deal into the game. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Feuerbach has to do something with it. Collides with Dugalich, and UCLA holds strong. Sienna Betts, the younger sister of Lauren Betts, checking in for the first time. Number 16 sets the ball screen. Ledger Walker, the drive. Can't get it, was right at the cup.
Yeah, did everything but finish for Ledger Walker.
Deal galloping to the cup, short on her attempt, another board for the Bruins. Ledger Walker, who had a terrific stay at Washington State over the last couple of years. Betts the cut and the finish.
And I've seen the connection between these two before. Dugalich, a great passer out of the post, and then you see Betts cutting once she saw the double team.
A 13-0 run for UCLA, a 6+ minute drought for Iowa.
And Hawkeye so worried about the inside presence of UCLA. Watch the double team immediately to Dugalich. Betts makes the timely cut, and then what a nice pass. I love the pass fake first and then delivering the pass to make sure she got it over the taller defenders.
Iowa's only basket, a 3-pointer from Stremlow early in the game. Hayden down low, quenches the drought.
Listen, it is a chess game out here, and so for Jan Jensen's squad, when Lauren Betts is not in the game, you gotta punch inside.
Betts trying to carve out some prime positioning down low. Dugalich spins the pass to her down low. Betts shouldering her way to the cup for 2 more.
Oh, what a good move for little sis. Not little, though, in the paint.
4 points already off the bench for Betts. She's outscored her older sister in this one.
The reinforcements, one of the reasons the Bruins are a top 2 team in the country.
First foul on Sienna Betts, second team foul against UCLA as Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice check back in. And Stremlow, the ball slipped out of her hands. She tried to bat it to a teammate. That's going to be UCLA ball, an unforced turnover there.
The only good thing about those type of turnovers is that it's a dead ball turnover. Oh, she saw Stolke and then saw the defense and knew she couldn't throw it in.
So the check swing goes foul, and UCLA takes over with a 10-point lead. That's been the early story, though, for Iowa. The turnovers. Betts down low, and that's going to be a foul on Iowa. Well, how about Lauren Betts? And not only just this season, but the career she's had at UCLA. Back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. She was the Big Ten Player of the Year this season, All-American last year. But surprisingly, she was asked to do less this year as the supporting cast around her has really stepped up.
Yeah, Chloe Close thought that her usage rate needed to go down in order for the team to be better overall. How about the block from Kneepkens?
Ledger Walker will settle down. Betts left all alone up top. She'll spin her way to the cup. 1-2 step. She's got 6 points already.
What a move from Gianna Betts. And it's tough enough when you got to worry about Lauren Betts inside, but now you've got Ann Company that have scored early. Kiki Rice has 7, Gianna Betts has 6. They're hooping.
Rice pokes it away, and just as the Big Ten thought they were going to be done with their Betts issue, the younger freshman is ready to roll for another 4 years at UCLA. Stremlow, step back jumper, no good. Ball cascades into the hands of Ledger Walker. Ledger Walker left wide open for 3, cashes in. The Bruins burying the Hawkeyes early on.
There is so much attention on guarding the paint that Ledger Walker had time and space from 3.
You mentioned pressure, and for Corey Close and this UCLA team, last year it was foreign territory, being one of the top-ranked teams in the country, going to their first ever Final Four. This year, it's all business. They have those expectations. This is very comfortable for them as they look to repeat as tournament champions. Rice will use the screen from Betts. Feeds it over to the younger Betts, Sienna. She'll square her shoulders for the jumper. She's got 8 points in the first quarter.
Let out a little smile after that, too.
And a block from Rice at the end. You couldn't have scripted it any better. An LA story in the first quarter as the Bruins lead by 17. Journey Houston, number 8, checking in for Iowa. And that's the question for the Hawkeyes. Where can they find quality looks? And another loose ball packed free by UCLA.
And they know Iowa wants to go to the paint. That's just helping out on the post. Pass fakes. If you're Iowa, you got to use pass fakes.
The 6th steal of the game for the Bruins. Nina Bilic in the game, number 9 for UCLA, as they continue to rely on this bench. Rice, the spin, the pull-up, can't roll it in.
And now that was a zone look defensively for the Hawkeyes, maybe trying to keep the Bruins on one side of the floor.
Right, the drive, tries to feed it down low to Stolke.
I think about what the Hawkeyes need to do offensively to generate great looks. It's ball and player movement and spacing right now.
Feuerbach, the drive, knocked to the floor, almost got the and one opportunity. She'll step to the free throw line.
But look at the spacing on the floor. No one's in the paint. Journey Houston moves out so that Feuerbach can dive down the lane and create contact. When you have space to operate, you're able to spread out the defense.
It's the first foul on Bilic as Feuerbach will head to the line, who spent her first season at Iowa State, then transferred to Iowa, was part of their Final Four team, and now brings that stabilizing force. Well, CBS tonight, see why over 9 million viewers and counting have made Marshals TV's #1 new show. Luke Grimes stars in Marshals, A New Era of Yellowstone. New episode tonight after 60 Minutes on CBS. For Iowa, just to see the ball go through the hoop a couple of times, sometimes that's all you need.
Now, what also helped to get to the free throw line.
Rice swings it to the corner. Hawkeyes. Quick trigger. Can't connect on the 3. Stremlow will bring it down.
It's 2 stops in a row in zone defense for Iowa.
Houston looking to post up Hawkeyes. Right, scoots to the corner. Her 3 off the front.
Not a bad look, though, and you need Chit Chat Right to score the basketball today.
Hawkeyes the drive, lobs it up top, intercepted by Stolke into the hands of Stremlo.
Yeah, well defended by Hannah Stolke. Lazy pass.
It's the 7th steal for the Bruins. They're looking to push the pace. Rice dumps it off the finish down low. It's Dugalich for 2.
Against this type of UCLA team, you must dot your I's and cross your T's. If you make a mistake, they will make you pay.
You said it, just at the point of the catch. Iowa just needs to be a step quicker. Stremlo pulls it in the face of a defender. Offensive rebound to Stolke.
I'd like to see Stolke attack Betts. So what? She's 6'7". Go at her. Make her be a great defender without fouling.
Bierbach draws essentially 3 off the leg of Stolke back into the hands of UCLA. It's their 10th turnover.
Got to figure for Iowa right now, the goal has to be to not beat yourselves. Take care of the basketball, get a shot every time down the floor, and then offensive rebound. I'd like to see them crash the offensive glass to generate second and third chance opportunities.
Hayden with a good look down low, gets it over Betts.
You got to go at her. You cannot let her size be a factor. You must challenge Betts to be a great defender.
And nice, there's still plenty of time left in this game. It's not the start you want if you're Iowa, but you have a terrific crowd here at Gainbridge Arena. Kneepkens for 3, though, will silence them.
Kneepkens is so good. One of the few players in the country shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from free throw line.
The Bruins 50% from 3 in this one already. 3 of 6, and Hayden spills it out of bounds. Bruin ball.
And Gianna Kneepkens, Corey Close says she's a joy to be on the team, not just because of that three-point shooting, but because of the personality and the lightness that she brings to this squad.
Last year, first team all Big 12 when she was with Utah was Kneepkens. Kicks it out, Ledger Walker, her triple. She drains it. UCLA, it's a shooting clinic.
They are not bothered by whatever defense Iowa is in, zone or man. They're getting the looks they want.
Houston, pocket pass. Hayden, jumper, pure.
Good to see Hayden heating up. She can knock down that elbow jumper at a high clip, but it's this side of the basketball that Iowa needs things to turn around.
They held Michigan to 4 points in the first quarter, 5 in the fourth quarter. UCLA with 34 points already in the first 15 minutes of action.
You're looking at one of the most balanced offenses in the country. Only other one I could compare to, UConn.
Deal lets it fly, and a much-needed triple for the Hawkeyes.
I love Addie Deal's game. She's a freshman that is fearless.
From Irvine, California, went to Mater Dei. Has been excellent off the bench this year for Iowa. Betts, the catch, outside. Hawkeyes, her 3 in a row for the Bruins, on fire.
You would think they're shooting at home. The way that they're shooting right now, my goodness.
We have 3 players projected in the first round of the WNBA draft, just getting comfortable with playing here at Gainbridge, possibly. That shot bothered once again. Muse with the rebound.
Now that was Hawkeyes there on the closeout, got the deflection. Mentioned 3 first-round draft picks and probably 6 picks overall from this UCLA squad could play in the WNBA.
Betts, what a catch. Can't get it on the first try. Loses it on the second. Rebound to Iowa. They want to try and fly down the floor. And that's going to be an off-ball foul.
Well, they need front court depth against the size that the Bruins bring.
Because it takes a lot of energy just to battle for positioning on both ends of the floor. We have another foul whistled against UCLA.
And both teams battling inside. I mean, Ava Hayden and Hannah Stolke, 2 of the best post players that are good at sealing in the paint. Stolke attracting a lot of attention, and Ledger Walker, I think, got caught up with her.
Yeah, that's her first foul. 3rd team foul this quarter.
Wow, look at the deny on the baseline out of bounds.
A near turnover on the inbound, right? Stolke Little rushed up was that shot. Ball on the floor. UCLA digs it out. It's Betts up ahead to Rice. Rice head down, wants to go straight to the cup, can't get it. Ball volleyballed around and a whistle. And if it's against UCLA, that's their 4th team foul. It is. And Dugalich will pick up her first. That's one thing Iowa can possibly do. They're creeping towards the bonus to try and slow down this second quarter and just try and chip away at this deficit.
Yeah, I think you got to take the game in segments, and that's what assistant coach Jasmine Walker told me of the Hawkeyes. She said, we're trying to win segments of the game. Can we win 4 or 5 minutes at a time? It'd be important for them to win this last 4 minutes going into the half.
Deal turning the corner, glides to the cup, can't get it. Hayes offensive rebound, no good.
I thought Hayes faded a little bit there on the putback, but good activity on the glass.
That'll be a foul on Iowa as they're trying to front the post. That's whistled against Hayes, her first. Do you want to see a little bit more patience down low when Iowa's getting those shot attempts near the cup?
I would like to say that, but when you have 6'7", 6'4" closing out at you, I don't know how patient I would be.
Dugalich, she can hit that, lets it fly. That'll bounce out of bounds, Iowa ball.
I'm thinking for Iowa, something else that they could possibly go to is trying to find shooters. Can you run something for Stremlo?
Well, coming up on AT&T at the half, Adam Clark, Bruce, and Renee will have their take on our first half. A look ahead to the Big Ten battle between Michigan State and Michigan, plus all the scores and highlights on a very busy day in college basketball. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half. Everyone talks about the tournament coming up, of course. I love this time of year with all the conference tournaments and some of the bid stealers and the action you get all day long.
Yeah, this is like Christmas for me. I get no presents other than great hoops, but I had just pointed to you and said, chit chat right. She had 0 points, and that cannot happen if Iowa wants to pull off this win. She knocked down the pull-up.
She gives the Hawkeyes a bucket. We're starting to hear a little bit more noise from this Iowa crowd here. Gamebridge, a steal from the Hawkeyes. It's Stremlo that gobbles it up.
She read that perfectly.
Now for Iowa, just feels quality looks, protect the basketball, take this 2-4 points at a time. Stremlo, pump fakes the three, kept the foot down, the mid-range jumper no good. Hayes down low, fights for the rebound. Hayes just looking for a safety valve, and Wright is there.
But she's doing her job. She's got 2 offensive rebounds in the last minute.
6-0 offensive rebound advantage, Wright. No good on the three. Now Coach Close wants Sienna to hold her positioning. She's knocked off the spot by Hayes. Ledger Walker for three, in and out. Stolke wants it. They flip it around, looking for the high-low. Hayes, hand off to Wright. Credit UCLA for just defending the post. Nothing easy as far as the entry passes. Stolke spinning, rising, can't get it.
Oh, that's a great matchup inside between Stolke and Dugalich.
Rice the crossover, Stremlo gets a hand in there. It's off the knee of Rice.
About Taylor Stremlo, the emotional leader for this team, back-to-back defensive plays.
Well, Jan Jensen said, we don't want to play on our heels. That happened during the third quarter against Michigan. Wolverines came back, took the lead by 1, but then she looked to Stremlo, who hit 2 big threes in the fourth quarter that really elevated this Iowa team. Just over 90 seconds left here in the first half. UCLA shooting 57% to build this 21-point lead. Hayden feints the handoff, wants to work against Betts. Able to draw the foul on Betts.
I like the fearlessness I'm seeing from Ava Hayden.
Hayden splits a pair. Still a 20-point lead for UCLA. They used a 13-0 run in the first quarter to build this margin. Betts to Betts, it's the sister-to-sister connection.
Beautiful high-low actions. Lauren, so good at looking for the seal over the top and giving a target hand.
A lot of Colorado high school teams that have nightmares of that action right there. The two sisters out of Colorado and Centennial. Stolke flips it up, well defended by Betts. Rice driving, Hawkeyes spotting up, flips it over. Kneepkens for three, rattles home another one.
Man, I'm just so impressed with the high IQ of this team. It first looked like Rice had an angle, and then she kicked it out, and then Kneepkens stayed in the corner ready to line it up.
And Ice 42 points with your player of the year, Lauren Betts, scoring just 4 points. It speaks to the depth of this year's UCLA team that really relied on Betts so heavily last season.
And they've had games like this. They know that their depth, can make the difference. Come on, Taylor Stremlow.
Stremlow doing all that she can. One more final look for UCLA. Rice to the cup. 1.5 remaining, Stremlow to right, and then we'll just be conservative with the basketball. Kiki Rice leading all scorers with 9 points. She dishes it over to Ledger Walker. And the question is for Iowa, what can they do to slow down this UCLA attack? They go over the top to Betts, a catch and 2 more.
You saw Wright on the weak side trying to make a play on the ball, but a second late.
Right off the ball screen from Stolke, her 3 no good. Right now 1 of 6 to start this game. And a foul.
Oh my goodness. I mean, again, just a 50, 40, 90 player. So she's extremely efficient. I know that's what WNBA GMs want, but also her size. I mean, the way that she can catch the ball, rip, but also score. 6-foot grad post player, and she's played a lot of college basketball, scored a lot of buckets, but it's her IQ that I believe is going to set her apart at the next level.
Well, let's bring in AJ Ross. AJ, you had a chance to chat with some of the Iowa players. What are they thinking coming into the second half?
Well, Jordan, I spoke with Taylor Stremlow, one of the captains for Iowa, who told me Jan Jensen really got into them at the half, telling them they have to fight for their space, attack the basket, and they have to stop letting UCLA dictate plays. They have to take ownership here in the second half, guys.
That's a really good point, AJ, because when we talked to Jan Jensen, she said we have to make sure we go out there, we're the aggressor, and you see another turnover by the Hawkeyes. Kneepkens up ahead. Well, reverse off the window. What a finish.
Oh, that was pretty. I mean, they play such pretty basketball. But back to AJ's report, I love the fighting for space because that's what UCLA doesn't give you. They don't give you space on the perimeter. They don't give you space from 3.
What a pass from Ledger Walker. Rice can't complete the highlight. Iowa will try to push the pace the other way. Right in transition, tries to get to the paint. Fouled and sent to the floor. A chance for one more. And that was the big thing for her coming into this season as she had some tip to the bill. They want her to shoot that shot, take the opportunities, be aggressive, and when she is, that pairs so well with the ability she has to distribute the ball.
And it's been a shift for Chit Chat because of the injury to Taylor McCabe for Iowa. I mean, a sharpshooter played 20 games for them this season and then got a knee injury as Hawkeyes continues to pour it on for the Bruins. And so Wright was asked to do more and not just facilitate and be the point guard, but also to score. So she's answered the call, but again, it's really important that she can be the X factor.
Rice cutting off the pass. And that's what UCLA does so well. They just predict where the ball might go, and they beat you by 1 step. Kneepkens for 3. It is pouring in Indianapolis. The Bruins, a 3-point barrage, overwhelming Iowa.
I mean, UCLA is as good as anyone. The benefit of a South Carolina and Texas, and who actually played today in the SEC championship, is that they have faced heavyweights all season long. But the same thing with UCLA. They have just ran through everyone in the Big Ten.
Hayden, a little show and go up with the left. Well, to your point, the Big Ten might send 10 teams to the NCAA tournament, 6 teams with top 4 seeds. And UCLA just went through the regular season undefeated and might go through every single conference tournament game winning by double digits.
And I mean, they had close games throughout the season, a 3-point game to Michigan in the month of February, but they have just seemed far above and beyond better
Kneepkens short on the three, and Betts fighting for the rebound, bats it free. That'll be a kick ball against UCLA. Kiki Rice, she's an athlete, but can't play soccer right now.
You know, pressure is a privilege. I say it either bust pipes or make diamonds, and UCLA is a diamond-like team. They have a level of versatility where they can play 5 out, 4 out, 1 in. A level of versatility defensively where they like to switch a lot. I mean, Corey Close has done a terrific job at building this roster, getting the buy-in. I think of an Angela Dugalic that started for them last year, but comes off the bench for them this year. 6th player of the year in the Big Ten, but she sacrificed that because she knew that she was a critical piece to this team having a chance to win a national championship.
Betts inside, fouled on the floor by Iowa. It's the first foul on Hayden. This time it's poked away by Wright into the hands of Hayden. Up ahead, Deal for 3, spots up, cans it.
One of the few live ball turnovers that the Bruins have committed, and Deal open in transition.
UCLA 18 assists to just 7 turnovers in this game. They're one of the best in the country in assist to turnover ratio. Betts much more comfortable with that shot this year.
She told us yesterday that in going into the season, she wanted to work on her range a little bit and taking those 2-point jumpers with confidence, knowing that other teams don't want her in the paint. But she's left with that mid-range shot a lot.
What a find, a Hawkeyes down low. Ledger Walker with the vision.
Ledger Walker is a fun point guard to watch. Out last year with a knee injury, but she has been the steady point guard for UCLA.
Stolke flips it back out to Deal. Will set the ball screen. Hayden, the jumper, able to roll that one in. So Hayden now in double figures with 11. She's 5 of 8 from the field. It's the most comfortable Iowa seemed to look on offense over the last couple of possessions. It's just such a deficit that they're trying to climb out of right now, trailing by 29. Wright comes over with more weak side help on defense, knocks it out of bounds.
Something that Corey Close told us prepares her players for the pro game. She said, we get players who want to play professional basketball, and the style that UCLA brings with the versatility, the offense and defense, it prepares you to be successful at the next level.
Kneepkens circling the paint, shot clock winding down, and that's a stop for Iowa. And Coach Close just wanted her to shoot it. You can be unselfish a little bit, but at times you just got to make sure you get that shot up.
And knowing time and score as well.
So with the men's selection show just around the corner, you've got all the conference tournaments taking place. We had a couple wrap up today as well too. There's always the bubble talk as well. Who's in, who's out. No controversy there, obviously. You got 4 really strong #1 seeds potentially this year, especially with how great Florida's been doing as of late.
Oh my goodness. Talk about a team that's trying to repeat as champions. And they've got the front court to do it. Condon, Hauk, and Chinyelu all brought back last year from that winning championship team.
Shot clock winding down. Houston pivoting, puts it up, can't connect.
It's always fun, too, to figure out who are the bid stealers, right? A team could win the conference regular season, but then maybe a team steal the conference championship and get their bid and punch their ticket.
Rice, strong tape, short, rebound, Hayes. How about her rebounding off the bench in her minutes so far today?
I'm really impressed with Layla Hayes. Not an easy task to be a force inside. Oh!
Wright sticks the floater.
That was pretty from Wright.
Right now with 7 points, but you appreciate the way she's been playing more aggressive. Kneepkens almost lost it. Feuerbach is to get back off the canvas. Ledger Walker off the handoff, thought about the 3, she'll fire. swirls it in. UCLA continues to connect from outside.
Ledger Walker just toying with the defense. Little cat and mouse getting that one dribble just to get the defense to shift.
UCLA 9 of 16 from beyond the arc. Houston picks up the dribble, flips it out to right. Seven seconds left to shoot. Deal has to hustle. UCLA switching back and forth. Clock's winding down. Wright's got to put it up. Able to beat the horn. Can't put it in. Kneepkens racing down the floor, spinning through two defenders. Dishes it out. What a find. Dugalich for three. Can't drain it. Right there for the highlight.
How did she see her? Off of the spin. How did she see the top of the key? What, Gianna Kneepkens? Oh my goodness.
And against UCLA, this is not an easy team to climb back into a game against.
They play efficient basketball. They're gonna make you work for everything. And as we've seen, they're not taking a player possession off.
Hawkeyes gets the ball screen. Feuerbach able to stay in front of her. It's Betts fighting for positioning, draws the foul.
Like, when in doubt, just throw it to Betts. Throw it up there where nobody else can get it but her. Look at this, look at the target hand, just lofting it up, and Betts catches that with one hand while fighting off Hayden with the right.
And Iowa's tried to throw several post players at Betts, both the Betts sisters, and they just have not had any luck stopping them. Feuerbach, interception, will bring it down the floor. Stolke reverses it. Wright, who's carried a heavy load in the third quarter, hesitation in the paint, puts it in.
Chit Chat starting to operate really well off the pick and roll game.
Betts, couple of power dribbles, lowers the shoulder. Near miss, Wright skies for the board. A little juice coming from Iowa in the third quarter. Wright for three. Just off target. And you wanted to see more from her in the first half. You're wondering if this is the switch that should have been flipped earlier in the game.
It's so hard for point guards because when you have forces like Stolke and Hayden inside, you want to make sure you feed them.
Bilic with the three, it doesn't matter. UCLA knocking him down. That's the 10th made three of this game for the Bruins as Hayden able to go off the glass down low. Under 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. UCLA trying to get one more quality look. Bruins still shooting north of 60% in this game.
Wow.
News, clock winding down. Betts, another excellent catch to beat the horn. You Betts! Lauren Betts with the bucket.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Rice for three from outside, no good. Rebound down low, Dugalich able to put it right back in. UCLA winning the battle of the boards, 28-26. Houston, the pump fake. Stremlo's been a little quiet since that early three, trying to get it inside to Hayden. Bounces away from her. And one thing about Iowa, despite the score of this game right now, Iowa was picked to finish outside the top 5 in the preseason poll. They had a sensational season, 15-3 in the regular season. That matches some of the best campaigns when this team had Caitlin Clark. And when we were talking to Coach Jan Jensen, she said, this program, obviously, Caitlin Clark will forever be a part of Iowa basketball. She referenced Michael Jordan to North Carolina. But this was a great program before, and now this is an opportunity, she said, for these players to etch out their own history. So the fact that Iowa is projected to be a 2 seed in the tournament, they have a chance to continue just the wonderful success of this program.
Yeah, the history is rich. I mean, Caitlin Clark wasn't the first National Player of the Year to play at Iowa. Megan Gustafson, who is side by side with an Asia Wilson in the WNBA, was a National Player of the Year. I think way back to even a C. Vivian Stringer that brought success to Iowa basketball way before I was born. But there's a rich history. And Caitlin Clark, it felt like reinvigorated it. And this team understanding that they can have their own era too. No.
And Hayden will check out, and Hayden finishes 15 points, 4 rebounds. You imagine with 6:18 left, Iowa will start to rest some of their starters. They are hoping to make a deep run as well too in the tournament.
Now they're gonna have to regroup after this. Definitely a frustrating loss, but oh my goodness, Sienna Betts operating. Big Sis loves it.
Both bets have gone to double figures. 6 Bruins have scored 10 or more in this game. Deal, what a step back 3 for her.
There are still bright spots to pick out in this game if you're Iowa. One of them has been Deal and how she's handled herself on this stage, been able to score the basketball.
Well, there's a young core for the Hawkeyes that when they come back next year will be even better. Rice, open look for 3, off the heel. Betts claims the rebound. Kneepkens, the drive, baseline jumper, tough shot, sinks it.
Clinical. Her footwork, the pickup on the collect for the pull-up, the shot. Telling you, there is a WNBA team that would love to have her on the roster.
Right, goes baseline, bounces a pass to Houston. Houston trying to work one-on-one, and even the on-ball defense from the Bruins this afternoon has been on
They're no slouch.
performance. No, not at all. Rice, a foot race over Feuerbach, able to roll it in.
I have loved, and I mean it, loved watching Kiki Rice's game over the years. A Jordan Brand athlete that came into college basketball with really high expectations and a lot of pressure from the outside world to perform.
Rice 13 points, 7 assists. Oh, what a pass from Dugalic. Behind her back, Rice galloping to the cup. Clip that.
Dugalic showing off.
28 assists for UCLA. Right, the tray, no good. Betts battles for the board. Dugalic claims it. Tell you what, this is one of the most impressive displays we have seen. We've called a handful of college games the last couple of years. What UCLA is doing this afternoon, unbelievable. Kneepkens from outside. It's a dozen trays for UCLA.
Pouring it on.
Checking in for Iowa, Callie Levin, number 32, as well as Tegan Malegny. Deal up top, 10 to shoot, right in the corner. Right, flares a pass, 11 for 3, off target. And UCLA able to pounce on another rebound. And it's interesting, the different ball handlers that UCLA has. Rice will bring it down the floor the majority of the time, but they can give it to anybody essentially down the court to usher these breaks.
That's exactly what Corey Close told us, that they really want their offense to flow. They want to have early pitch aheads and really get the ball out. And so you're seeing it. Multiple ball handlers and multiple shooters.
I was about to say, Dugalic for 3, 7 points for her. We mentioned 6 Bruins in double figures. They've now tied the tournament record for most assists in a game at 30 at the moment. That was Iowa in 2024. Nice take to the cup there for Hayes.
Yeah, Hayes did a great job of tracking the ball, making herself available on the paint, and a nice finish. And I think about, as a competitor for UCLA, if you're trying to guard them, yeah, you're worried about all 5 players on the floor at all times. And then when they sub, you're still worried about Sienna Betts scoring in the paint on you.
Banks are open on Sunday here in Indianapolis. Deal. Her shot off target.
Hold on.
And Hawkeyes, who her older brother Jaime Hawkeyes, playing in the NBA for the Miami Heat, would be very proud of her performance so far. Both of them All-Americans coming out of high school. I'm sure there were some contentious one-on-one games in the driveway as well, too, between the two of them.
We'll say Jaime, though, is a bit bigger.
Hawkeyes able to roll it in, though. So Hawkeyes now with a dozen points, 5 of 6 from the field. Under 2 minutes left.
You know, teammate, I really loved what we've seen from Sienna Betts, and really because this UCLA team, we've talked about it, 6 players that can move on next year, whether they're playing professional basketball or graduating. And so you look and you think, what are they going to have next year? Well, they're going to have another Betts inside that you got to deal with. And Sienna Betts giving us a little idea of what you can expect next year when she's the main one.
Sienna strings another jumper. It's a family affair here in Indianapolis as both Betts sisters have combined for 24 points on 12 of 17 shooting. And that ties her career high. A foul on the three-point shot on the perimeter. That'll send Deal to the free throw line for 3 shots. This was a team that was #1 for the majority of the season. Remember, UConn struggled a little bit in the regular season. The Huskies took a loss on the road at Tennessee. That kind of jolted them to play at a different level, but it was UCLA. When you have that target on your back, when you're the #1 team, Ice, and you haven't been there before, that can start to weigh on you. And now Coach Close has taken those lessons from last year, applied it to this year, and you are seeing a much more well-rounded UCLA team. The results are on the floor and clearly on the scoreboard.
Something I've enjoyed about covering Corey Close and her teams is that she really cares about development, whether it's player development or also coaching development. And she challenged herself and said, I was a little too hard on the team last year. I was a little too maybe mean, to be quite honest. She said, this year, I don't feel like I need to be heavy. They're mature, they know the expectation, and when you play free and you play with joy, and I'll tell you firsthand, the game just looks different. It feels different when you love what you're doing and you can appreciate the game of basketball. And they play a beautiful style, and they play well together.
To add on to a tournament record, 34 assists now for UCLA. A clinic here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse this afternoon, as they are just seconds away from a repeat conference tournament championship. Iowa's going to get one more look at it. The Bruins will close the lid, and UCLA, back-to-back Big Ten Conference Tournament champions, and they're dancing at midcourt, and they'll certainly be dancing for a while this spring, as we have seen a heavyweight front and center.